camera wasn't set up right when I had the first cut, and so the resolution was very low. You will see on this corner. Now I corrected. I'm repeating a lot of things again here. I want to have my first self haircut ever. The first thing I want is the easy cleaning. You should wear something like a gym. If there's a hair sticking here, it's very easy to shake it off for this kind of gym material. The second is I want to minimize the cleaning, so I'm using a trash can. And here I have a stick on the back of it, and my mirror is here. So this is the side view of the stick. I put the stick in between the handle and the trash can, like here, and then you can open the lid like this. The mirror is just sitting on top of the trash can. This is a very smart, easy setup. That's my setup. In this video, I didn't use the 2-mirror setup. The next video, I'll be showing you the second mirror added on this side, and so you can see your back and front with a full view. If you prefer your head to be vertical, you can use this fully adjustable universal mirrors on wheels, but that's another story in next video. Since this is my first ever attempt without practice, and I want something very easy, some of the steps I will show you what I guarantee, because there's no practice. I want to guarantee something working. Normally would have a 90mm on the very top, and middle is 9mm, and 6 and 3 taper down like this. But since this is a self-cut, I'm going to simplify. So I'm going to have a shorter like 16mm, 9mm, and 3. I'm going to show you how I do it. So this is a 16mm adapter. This will guarantee you can't cut anything shorter than 16mm. And I'm going to all around myself and use all the direction, longitude, latitude, and all the spots. The reason I'm doing this using all the directions, so that I want to guarantee that it's no longer than 16. See, one is guaranteed no shorter, and this is guaranteed no longer than 16. The result will be, I guarantee to be exactly 16mm. I can hear things cutting off. So one tip is you use a hand to help you to feel which part is still not cut.
So if it's still cutting things, then when you actually you didn't quite get everywhere.
Yeah, that's the very first step. You really have to patient, and you tell yourself, because of a 16mm adapter, there's no way you make any mistake. So you really need to go all the direction to make sure it's no longer than 16. This can never fail, because if your adapter doesn't change, there's no way you can fail on this step. You really need to do many rounds
until you don't hear it cutting anymore, I guess.
Even you don't hear, you may not see some of the back. So this is the longest time that you'll ever take. But because of the trash can, I really have a minimal cleaning. See, yeah, you hear, yeah, this one over top is hard to, you can hear it. So make sure the first step has a really good cut.
It's just that part on the top of your head that's really problematic, and it always sticks straight up.
Yeah, on very top, especially on the top, you need to go over many times. It's about finished. This is the longest you run, especially on the side and around the ear. So that was my first cut. I call it a rough cut for 16mm. And next cut is a 9mm. I'm going to use the 9mm, and I'm going to use a pot here. I cover the pot, so I guarantee inside the pot is still 16mm, and I'm using this 9mm to cut. Outside the pot is all 9mm.
Did you change that adapter? I didn't see you change it.
Yeah, the adapter here is adjusted. So you stop at the pot. You may have to use two mirrors, one mirror behind you, one is in front of you. I only have one mirror, which is not as easy to see the back. So you have to really feel it. Especially around the ear for this lens, you need cut it. So I'm going to change to another hand. Even if this change a little bit, it may help you the transition. So I'm changing to this side. Yeah, with the mirror really help. This kind of adjustable, somehow it wouldn't stick very well. It slipped from 9mm to 3mm when I cut it with a force. So adjustable adapter is really not as good because it's not stable. When you buy another one, you need to make sure it's not adjustable.
In other words, that it has different pieces to put on for different lengths.
Yeah, this is adjustable. See the number? But it's very easy to slip. And I had a slip on this one. The way to fix it is on the back, you put a masking tape, just like this. One on this side, one on the other side. See, at least with the masking tape, it will not slip to a lower one. It may slip to a higher one, but that's okay. But the lower one, you can't slip with the masking tape. So that was my solution. So I made a mistake, so now you have to either say someone else to fix it, or you have a plan B. Plan B on the lower one, you just cut a little bit shorter. You bring your hairline a little bit higher. This way you actually could adjust your hairline a little bit higher. And that way you can make an even cut. And the next step is the trimming. You trim like this bare on this side. You could also use a shaver. I have an electric shaver. Use a shaver to shave a little bit like this. And on the back, of course, use the pad. It may help you cut a hairline.
For example, this has already been done. The back of the neck has been shaved and around the back of the ear.
So I've done a lot of experiment, and the hairline got higher and higher. I think that's a very good first attempt. And worst to come to worst, I just have a very short hair, a buzz cut. Summer is here, so it's not a big deal. I hope my experiment can help you to have a better cut. Thank you.